Hey guys, today I just wanted to outline how I go about tracking guitars for the instrumentals I've been working on recently. I've had a couple of people ask me to make a video like this, but in all honesty, I've been putting it off because I haven't really had the ambition to edit anything lately. Before we dive into it, I just wanted to clarify that I am by no means a professional at this stuff, and if you're looking for perfection, I would suggest finding a different video. This is just me explaining how I track my guitars and not a professional guide on the matter. Without further ado, let's get into the tones. So for my pop punk tone, which is what I'll be outlining today, I usually use two pedals. The first one being a Bondi Sick As overdrive, and the second one being a Friedman brown-eyed overdrive. For my amp, I use an Orange Crush 35 RT, which I have mic'd with a Shure SM57. I also use a Focusrite Scarlett Solo for my interface. I have a handful of different guitars that I use, but for today's video and for all my recent demos, I've been using a Squier mascis signature jazzmaster, which is currently my favorite guitar. Usually when I'm tracking guitars for a song, I like to roughly divide it into three sections. The first section would be the bass for the song, which is pretty much just the bare chords or riff that I'll be playing. The next step I don't use all the time, but recently I've been using it pretty often. It's something that I noticed the band Neck Deep does a decent amount, and it's basically just having a single chord lurking in the background. The best example of this would be in the song Gold Steps in the chorus, where there's an octave being played repeatedly. And it doesn't do much, but it definitely fills up the mix. The final step is pretty much just adding in some lead parts, or really anything that I feel would sound nice when played over top the chord progression that I chose. So everything you just heard was my raw tone with some light EQs. After that, I just add a tiny bit of reverb and adjust the bass and treble levels accordingly. I'm not a genius when it comes to editing stuff in post because I'm still a beginner, but usually, just those small steps work for me. I'm not going to go into depth on the drums or bass in this video because recently I've been just using MIDI elements in that realm as I'm a pretty dodgy drummer and currently don't have a bass amp. I know that's not the best way to go, but I'm trying to work with what I got. That being stated, this is the final product. I hope this video helped a bit for those of you that just needed a little guidance on either tracking guitars or making some bedroom instrumentals. Again, I'm by no means a pro, but I think the instrumentals I've made recently are at the very least listenable. Comment down below if you guys have some demos and such of your own posted, and I'll go check them out.